Hey everybody, we're the Coleman family, and we're rolling across the country looking for America's best farm-to-table communities. And we're sharing all of our discoveries with you and your family right here, right now on agrihoodliving.com. Hey everyone, welcome to Agrihood TV. I'm Brett Coleman.
And I'm Lena Coleman.
Lena. We have on the line Chuck Rosco, the realtor from Dry Creek Ranch in Eagle, Idaho. We saw Chuck. Hey Chuck, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing good, thank you guys.
Great. So when did we see you last? That was September, right?
Yeah, it seemed like it was early September, late August, somewhere in there, yeah.
Yeah, and there was nothing but dirt, right?
Correct, yeah.
And now you have, what's going on? Bring us up to date. What's going on? Since we saw you last in September, now
what's new?
What's happening?
Well, I appreciate that, you guys. So currently, the first phase is where you were at when you were here. And there's, I think, 93 lots in the first phase.
Okay.
Of those 93 lots, about a third of them are now pre-sold, what we call pre-sold, with buyers attached to them building and designing homes.
Nice.
Are you saying over 30 houses are spoken for? 30 home sites?
Yes, correct. There's between 30 and 35 homes actually under construction now that are pre-solds and being built to sell both. But approximately a third of the homes are pre-sold, as near as we can tell.
Okay, so here's what we gotta find out, because you're sitting on a gem of a property there at Dry Creek Ranch. Why are you moving so quickly with that property? What's going on?
It's interesting. There's folks moving here from everywhere too. We've got folks that are purchasing from Montana, from Ohio, from Arizona, and always folks from Seattle and Portland area are moving over. So it has all these different lot sizes from 65 feet wide up to 1 acre in total size. So it's just appealing to families and empty nester retirees both, I think, is part of it's not just focused on one particular buyer trend or set. So
no, pretty cool stuff. So what you're offering there is a farm-to-table lifestyle. Do people come there, Chuck, knowing that when they get there? Most of them?
Yes, they've all heard about it. It's a little difficult for some buyers because, as you saw when you walk in here, and I tell you it's going to be 1,700 lots with all these amenities, but you don't see anything yet. So it's a little hard for buyers. So there's still a lot of buyers waiting as we progress. They just broke ground, or they're on the next phase of lots. And then within that phase, there'll be the first swimming pool going in.
Oh, nice.
So it's happening quickly, but there's still a lot to be done. So there's a lot of buyers that are kind of watching and waiting for all this to happen, but a lot of them are just moving forward.
So those that can see your vision are jumping on board quickly.
Yeah, in general, in projects like this, the first phase is always the best pricing.
Yeah.
So but again, I understand when as a buyer you want to take a wait and see attitude. I totally understand that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know what? You're representing one of probably the top notch, if not the top notch builders in Idaho. I mean, Boise Hunter Homes, they're well known, but if you go on their webpage and read their vision, their philosophy is about helping people live a better life, and I think that's what that Dry Creek Ranch appeal is to many people. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, Jim and Jan Hunter, the owners of Boise Hunter Homes, again, you and I talked about this before. They spend a lot of time studying the area, studying the market, and talking to the neighbors firsthand about things and what they envision. And so, again, they developed this future equestrian facility in just to kind of go along with the country feel out here. But again, you're only 5 to 8 minutes from downtown Eagle for restaurants and shopping. So it's a good location, and they really did plan it out well. Again, there's a lot of trails. There's horse riding trails that eventually you can get up into the foothills, and that's hard to find.
And the views are amazing. So.
Yes.
What's that mountain you have at Bogus Basin, Chuck?
Yeah, Bogus Basin Ski Resort. I'm in my office now here in our construction trailer, and I can see the ski resort. And at night, they do night skiing up there, so you can actually see some of the ski runs up there at night as well.
Fun.
Lena being a Colorado gal, you know, her eyes light up when she hears two words, Chuck: skiing and shopping. So you have
I can't deny that. I can't deny that.
You have the skiing right there at Bogus Basin. You have that little area there for shopping in Eagle. What's it called again? Tell us what that little district is called. They have the ice skating rink and all that cool stuff.
In downtown Eagle?
Yeah, what is it called? That big shopping area. Oh, maybe it's not Eagle. What's the big shopping area near Eagle that you were telling us about?
Oh, I see. You're talking about the Village Center in Meridian.
That's what it is. That's right.
Yeah, right now, if you went there, basically right outside the movie theater, and I'm not sure, 6 or 8 restaurants right there, just that you can see, there's an ice skating rink.
Right there.
And then there's also the fountains that have periodic lighting up and music, and the music and the lights go along with the fountains. So I think they really nailed that with as far as what was needed here and what's a big hit. Yes.
Yeah, and also there in Meridian, there's a really nice winery too, right?
You know, there's actually more wineries around here in the whole area than you realize. Without being able to name them all, there's the Eagle area in general. There is some area where a lot of people grow grapes, and there's some wineries that are real close. Yeah, they're not huge operations, but they are valid and happening operations. Yeah.
And a great selling feature for some people who are moving into your community.
Yes.
Hey, Chuck, you know, there's two things I want to ask you. First of all, the price point of those homes, you said the first phase is usually the best deals for what you're getting, right? So let's talk about that for a quick second. Then I know you got to go. You're on an open house schedule there, so anybody can walk in that construction trailer anytime, and I got that. So real quick, what are the home prices ranging from?
We have some plans we can do in the upper 400,000 price point, but I think the majority of them will be somewhere in the mid 500s up to about 600. So anywhere in the 500s, with the majority being 500 to 600.
Okay, and what's that get you?
Yeah, and some of these, like one for 575 we have is a 3,000 square foot single level with a 3-car garage that backs up again to Dry Creek with no rear neighbors, which is what's appealing. It's just all the old growth trees that you guys saw when you parked your RV here. Mm-hmm. So for 575, it's a 3,000 square foot, pretty well updated and upgraded single family home. And then there's a 2-story with 3,300 square feet that's priced at 570,000. So they've pretty well got the gamut covered, I believe.
Right on. Cool. Here's what I want to ask you, Chuck. 'Cause you've been a realtor for how many years now? How many years have you been selling houses?
Wow, this is my 38th year, believe it or not. I was a junior in college when I got my license originally.
Oh my gosh,
Wow.
Chuck! I wasn't even born yet. I'm lying on camera, Chuck. I'm lying flat out. I'm flat out lying in front of the entire world right now. I was born.
I wasn't going to say anything, so I'm glad you brought it up.
Yeah, very transparent. Maybe sometimes too. Hey, listen. I'm glad you brought that up. What is the biggest difference between you selling houses in an Agrihood? Because this is on fire. The farm to table communities right now, if you dig, you don't have to dig too deep to realize there's billions of dollars being spent on making communities farm to table friendly. Boise Hunter Homes is on board with that. You're selling houses for them. You've done it for 38 years. This is the first time you're in a farm to table community. What is the biggest difference when you hand keys to somebody in a farm to table as opposed to a conventional subdivision?
You know, the farm to table area they're setting aside for the gardens, shall we say, will be a little ways down the road, but it's just an opportunity for neighbors to get together and grow food and reap what they sow, because it's hard to have a big garden in your own yard, of course. So it can be a neighborhood building thing. Neighbors get to know neighbors, and they can be a great source of pride. There's just a lot of smaller positives that go along with it, rather than just the farm to table. It's nice when you live in a community that you know your neighbors. And that's a great way to get to know them, I believe.
That's what we've found as we travel the country and seen 17 Agrihoods. There's a common thread in all of them, and that is a sense of community. I can't say the word community, a sense of community among all of them fosters a connection to nature and neighbors.
Sure, not everybody knows how to have a green thumb or has a green thumb, so it really can appeal to a lot of folks to live and learn and like I said, get to know your neighbors.
Right on. Chuck, how can people find you? Share with the world. How can they get a hold of you?
Well, I appreciate that. Again, I'm an associate broker with Coldwell Banker Real Estate here in Eagle, Idaho, of course. My phone number is 208-861-0306.
Mm-hmm.
Again, 208-861-0306. Probably just give me a quick call and then we can exchange email addresses and then I can start sending information. And whatever questions anybody has, I can get started. Hold on, someone's trying to walk in the door.
No, tell them no. You can't come in, Chuck. Lock the door.
I do have the door locked. It's funny.
Uh-oh.
Don't let Jim and Jan see this video.
That's okay. He acknowledges that I'm on the podcast. So go ahead, you guys.
Right
Keep
on.
going.
Hey man, we have any more questions for Chuck?
No, we'll wrap it up so you can welcome your guests, and we appreciate your time, Chuck.
Yeah, you guys too. I look forward to talking to you again, and there'll be a lot of updates here that we can do periodically, and I appreciate your time.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
Send some new
Appreciate
updated
it.
pics. We can add them to your page on agrihoodliving.com.
I absolutely will. Thank you
brother,
a ton,
take
and
care.
have a good weekend,
All
everybody.
right, you too.
Thanks,
Bye-bye.
you too, Chuck. Bye-bye.
All right, bye.
Nice guy. Chuck Rosco. Chuck Rosco from Dry Creek Ranch. He's a realtor. Coldwell Banker. Yeah, associate broker for Coldwell Banker. So, you guys, we're hoping we're adding value to your search, to your interest, as far as the Agrihood lifestyle. So, if there's anything that you want to see, hear about, share. I mean, this is an adventure for us as it may be for you. So, reach out to us. We only know what we know. We don't know what we don't know, and we're never too smart to learn something new. So if you have any questions, feedback, comments,
Just comment below and put your questions down there, whether it's about Agrihoods in general or whether it's about Dry Creek Ranch, and we'll help you best we can. Thank
all right,
you.
guys, till next time, take care.